The monastery garden was serene, the morning sunlight casting gentle patterns on the ground. Buddha sat beneath the ancient Bodhi tree. I approached Buddha with hesitation, carrying the weight of uncertainty. My heart trembled as doubts filled my mind. "Master," I began, my voice betraying my inner turmoil, "I fear that I will repeat my past mistakes again." "My fear comes from uncertainty," Ananda replied, his words spilling out like water from a cracked vessel. "I fear famine, sickness, and the chaos of war that lies beyond the horizon of our sight," he added. "This vase," Buddha said, holding it gently, "has endured many trials, yet it still holds its purpose within." I looked at the vase, studying its imperfections. Its beauty seemed diminished, yet its functionality remained intact despite the flaws. Each crack tells a story of resilience, a testament to the challenges it has faced. Buddha continued with unwavering patience. "But Master," I said, my voice faltering, "how can I learn to choose wisely when failure seems inevitable?" Buddha smiled, his expression filled with compassion. "Choices are like this vase, imperfect yet meaningful in the context of growth." I struggled to understand, my thoughts tangled in fear. I lowered my gaze, afraid to admit my flaws. Buddha placed the vase on the ground, allowing the sunlight to illuminate its cracks. "These imperfections do not diminish its worth. Your choices may carry imperfections, yet they shape the wisdom and experience that define your journey," Buddha added softly. "But how do I overcome my fear of making wrong choices?" I asked, my voice trembling with vulnerability. Buddha picked up a small pebble, holding it delicately. "Even a pebble that falls has a role in the river's flow. The pebble does not resist the current. Instead, it learns to move with the water," Buddha explained calmly. I frowned, the analogy eluding me. "Preparation is not the same as worry," Buddha said, his voice steady and clear, like the call of a temple bell. "To prepare is to act with clarity and presence, addressing what you can control without dwelling on what you cannot." I hesitated, uncertain how to respond. My fears clung tightly, a barrier between myself and Buddha's words of wisdom. Buddha gestured towards the Bodhi tree. "This tree grows unevenly, yet it offers shade, protection, and life to its surroundings. The crooked branches carry stories of storms and struggles, yet they serve their purpose with grace," Buddha explained gently. I stared at the tree, its twisted branches no longer appearing flawed but resilient, strong, and uniquely shaped. Imperfection is not an obstacle. It is the foundation upon which we discover compassion, resilience, and self-acceptance, Buddha said. "But Master," I murmured, "what if my choices harm others? How do I reconcile imperfection in such situations?" Buddha nodded thoughtfully, acknowledging my concern. "Understanding imperfection requires accountability and a willingness to learn from harm caused. Each moment of harm carries an opportunity to heal, to offer kindness, and to create growth," Buddha added gently. I felt a flicker of hope, a light amidst the darkness of my doubts. Buddha's words resonated deeply within me. "Master," I said cautiously, "how can imperfection be an avenue for growth when mistakes weigh heavily on my conscience?" Buddha poured water into the vase, its cracks barely affecting its ability to hold and nourish its contents. "This vase holds water, despite its flaws, serving its purpose and sustaining life around it," Buddha explained patiently. "Your choices, though imperfect, carry the potential to sustain wisdom and compassion if nurtured thoughtfully," Buddha continued. Earnestly, I nodded slowly, absorbing the depth of his words. My fears began to loosen their grip on my heart. "Let imperfection guide your journey towards wisdom, for it is the thread connecting humanity through experience and resilience," Buddha said softly. My doubts remained, yet they no longer overwhelmed me. I felt the presence of possibility as Buddha's teachings began to settle. Buddha placed his hand on the vase, tracing its cracks gently. Each imperfection carries its lesson. Each decision shapes your path. As we act, we release the arrow of intention into the world, aiming toward the future, Buddha said, his tone deliberate. However, he continued, an archer cannot control the path of the wind, the rain, or the shifts of the target. The path towards wisdom requires courage to embrace imperfection, to lean into vulnerability, and to transform fear into resilience, Buddha added. Master, I said quietly, I feel the weight of my mistakes lessening, though I am still uncertain about my choices. Uncertainty is a gift, a space in which you can reflect, adapt, and move forward with humility, Buddha explained gently. His words were like water quenching the thirst of my soul, an affirmation of my humanity and imperfection. The sunlight shifted, casting shadows that danced across the garden. Buddha's presence remained steady amidst the changing light. I bowed deeply before Buddha, grateful for his teachings. My fears no longer held me captive as acceptance began to bloom. The garden felt lighter, the air carrying a sense of renewal. The vase sat quietly, its cracks illuminated by the sunlight. The burden of worry over outcomes weighs heavy on the heart, distracting us from the present task that demands our attention. He placed the arrow back down and motioned towards a group of tall bamboo trees swaying gently in the breeze. The world appeared different, as if imperfections held beauty. My heart felt lighter, ready to embrace the journey ahead. Buddha sat quietly beneath the Bodhi tree, his teachings etched into the memories of the disciples gathered around him. I stepped away from the garden, carrying Buddha's wisdom within me. If we lived like the bamboo, our minds would sway with the winds of life without breaking under the strain of worry. Ananda listened intently, his understanding deepening, as he felt the wisdom resonate with his own reflections on earlier lessons. Another day, another walk through the tranquil paths of the monastery. The air was fresh, carrying the scent of blossoms. Buddha walked ahead, his steps steady yet unhurried. I followed him, my mind troubled by persistent doubts about my decisions. We arrived at a fork in the path, one side smooth and straight, the other rough and uneven. I hesitated. Ananda, Buddha said, his voice calm and knowing. Why do you hesitate? Both paths lead forward, though they differ in appearance. I fear the uneven path. Master, I confessed. What if it leads to harm or forces me to falter? Buddha smiled and gestured toward the rough trail. This path, though jagged, carries the imprints of countless feet that have walked it before. Each step on this path is a story of perseverance, of individuals who embraced its challenges and found wisdom within them, he explained. But how do I trust that this rough path will not bring me unnecessary suffering? Master? I asked earnestly. Buddha crouched down and picked up a handful of soil from the uneven trail. He held it out to me. Feel this soil, Ananda, Buddha said. It is rough, yet it nurtures the grass, the trees, and the flowers around us. I took the soil into my hands, its texture coarse against my skin. Its scent was earthy and grounding. This soil is not perfect, yet its imperfections sustain life, Buddha said. Likewise, rough paths nurture inner strength and understanding. Master, I began cautiously. What if I choose wrongly, and my steps lead me astray? How do I correct my course? Buddha stood and looked ahead. Even if you stray, the path always welcomes you back. Every wrong turn teaches a valuable lesson. A path, though imperfect, offers opportunities to reflect, to realign with your purpose, and to forge ahead with newfound wisdom, he added. I gazed at the rough trail, its unevenness no longer intimidating but inviting, a space for discovery and resilience. Buddha stepped onto the rough path, his feet sure despite the jagged stones. Walk with me, Ananda, and observe the journey. We walked in silence, the sound of gravel crunching underfoot resonating with my heartbeat. Each step felt deliberate and meaningful. Buddha gestured to a patch of wildflowers growing beside the trail. Even here, beauty thrives amidst challenges. Imperfection creates space for life. I knelt to touch the flowers. Their petals soft and vibrant. They seemed to embody the harmony of struggle and growth. Master, I said, standing, what if the pain of the rough path becomes unbearable? How do I endure its trials? Buddha paused, his eyes thoughtful. Pain is a messenger, Ananda. It reveals what requires attention, patience, and healing within yourself. The rough path teaches humility, the courage to face pain and transform it into a source of strength, he explained. I listened closely, my heart beginning to grasp the depth of his words. Pain felt less like a foe and more like a guide. Buddha continued walking, the sunlight filtering through the trees creating patterns on the path. The world seemed alive with lessons. Master, I asked, how do I overcome the fear of stepping onto unknown paths, those marked by uncertainty and difficulty? Buddha turned to face me. Fear arises when we resist the unknown. Acceptance transforms fear into curiosity and openness to learning. The unknown path, though daunting, holds treasures of wisdom and opportunities for growth unseen from where we stand, he said gently. I nodded, feeling a shift in my perception. Fear loosened its grip, replaced by a spark of curiosity about the unknown. We reached a bend in the trail where a stream crossed our path. Buddha stopped and knelt by the flowing water. Ananda, Buddha said, observe this stream. It flows across rocks and obstacles. Yet it finds its way without resistance. As the sun climbed higher, casting a warm glow across the gathering, Buddha stood, his presence unwavering like the mountains. Fear is like a shadow, my disciples. It disappears when you embrace the light of presence and understanding, Buddha said. I knelt beside him, dipping my hands into the cool water. Its flow was soothing, its movement unceasing and determined. The stream does not question its path, nor does it lament its obstacles. It simply moves forward with grace, Buddha said. Master, I said, how can I learn to move forward with such grace when doubt clouds my mind at every turn? Doubt is not your enemy, Ananda, Buddha replied. It is a reminder to seek clarity, to question, and to deepen your understanding. The stream accepts its nature, flowing with purpose despite obstacles. You, too, must accept your imperfections as part of your journey. We stood, the sound of the stream harmonizing with the whispers of the wind through the trees. My heart felt lighter. Buddha stepped across the stream, balancing on stones polished smooth by the water. Come, Ananda, and let the journey teach you. I followed, my steps tentative but determined. The path ahead no longer appeared as a challenge, but as an invitation. Buddha placed a hand on Anand's shoulder, his touch grounding, his voice imbued with warmth. Each step you take in service of others deepens the light within. The gathering slowly dispersed, the disciples carrying Buddha's teachings into the world, their spirits lifted by the wisdom shared. Every step on this path, Ananda, has shaped your understanding, your resilience, and your connection to the present moment, Buddha said. The rough path teaches us that imperfection is not an obstacle but a mirror reflecting our capacity for growth, he added. I bowed deeply, gratitude flowing through me like the stream we had crossed. The lessons of the rough path resonated deeply. Buddha smiled, his presence steady amidst the world's impermanence. The journey continues, Ananda, and each step will guide you closer to wisdom. The day carried on, the path behind us serving as a testament to the teachings of resilience through imperfection. Another day, another moment of stillness as we gathered by the lotus pond. the water reflecting the sky's calm expanse. Buddha sat beside the water, his posture unwavering, his gaze resting upon the blossoming lotus flowers swaying gently in the breeze. I approached him, my heart still weighed by questions of imperfection and choices. His serene presence offered a glimmer of ease. Master, I began softly, these lotus flowers bloom beautifully, but some appear incomplete. Do they not strive for perfection? Buddha turned to me, his eyes warm yet penetrating. Ananda, do you believe their incompleteness diminishes their existence or purpose? I hesitated, gazing at a lotus missing a petal. Perhaps not, but their beauty seems diminished without all its parts intact. Buddha reached down, cupping water in his hands. This water sustains the lotus, not judging its form, only supporting its growth. Likewise, the universe does not demand your perfection but provides opportunities to thrive despite your perceived flaws, Buddha explained calmly. Master, I said, my voice steadying, how can I accept my imperfections when they bring pain to others around me? Buddha gestured to a lotus leaning heavily into the water. This flower bends under its own weight, yet it still blooms. Pain is like the bending stem. It signals imbalance, yet it does not negate the possibility of healing, Buddha said. I studied the leaning flower, its petals vibrant despite its apparent struggle. The juxtaposition resonated deeply within me. Master, I asked, how do I heal the pain caused by my own choices? By my inability to make perfect decisions? Buddha pointed to the reflection of the lotus in the water. The reflection mirrors its imperfections yet remains unbroken, whole. Healing arises not from erasing mistakes but from learning to nurture wisdom and compassion. Through acknowledgement of imperfection, Buddha explained, I knelt by the water, my reflection rippling as I reached out to touch it. The ripples distorted yet reformed naturally. Ananda, Buddha said, his voice gentle, do not fear the ripples caused by imperfection. They reveal new perspectives and connections. The water stilled once more, the lotus reflection steady and serene. I saw beauty even in its imperfection. Buddha leaned forward, touching a fallen petal in the water. The petal, though detached, serves its purpose by enriching the earth. Nothing in existence is wasted. Ananda, your imperfections and choices contribute to the greater cycle of growth, Buddha added. I nodded, feeling a small shift in the weight of my doubts. Imperfection began to feel less like a burden. Buddha continued, the lotus blooms amidst mud, its beauty emerging from the very source of its challenges and imperfection. Buddha motioned for the disciples to follow him as they walked toward a quiet stream, its waters sparkling under the sunlight. Consider this stream, he said, gesturing to its clear flow, and its journey from the mountains to the ocean. Similarly, your mistakes and imperfections provide fertile ground for self-discovery and the cultivation of compassion, Buddha explained patiently. The mud slipped through his fingers, merging back into the water seamlessly. It flows, moment by moment, adapting to its surroundings with ease. The disciples found themselves captivated by the simplicity of the lesson, their hearts absorbing Buddha's wisdom with quiet reverence. Each act of acknowledgement and accountability transforms imperfection into a bridge connecting hearts and nurturing understanding, Buddha added. I lowered my gaze, humbled by the depth of his words. Responsibility felt like a path towards redemption, not condemnation. Buddha placed his hand over his heart. True healing begins within. As you learn to extend compassion to yourself and others, his words resonated deeply. A gentle reminder of the interconnectedness of all beings and the power of inner transformation. Master, I said, how do I reconcile my desire for perfection with the inevitability of imperfection in my journey? Buddha pointed to the rippling water once more. The reflection seeks not to replicate perfection but to reflect authenticity and essence. Embrace imperfection as a natural aspect of your existence, allowing it to guide you towards deeper understanding and growth, he said. I felt a sense of peace, a softening of the rigid ideals I had clung to. Imperfection began to feel liberating. Buddha gestured to the lotus pond. This pond holds both clear water and silt, balancing them to support the life within it. Your journey, like this pond, requires balance between aspiration and acceptance of imperfection, Buddha explained with quiet certainty. I gazed at the pond, its surface reflecting the interplay of light and shadow. It felt harmonious despite its complexity. Buddha stood, his hands clasped in a gesture of stillness. Ananda, let imperfection be your guide, not your captor. Master, I said, my voice steady yet soft. I feel a shift within me, though I know the path is ongoing. Indeed. Ananda, Buddha replied, the journey of embracing imperfection is continuous, a dance between self-awareness and compassion. The sunlight began to fade, casting warm hues across the pond. The lotus flowers glowed softly, their beauty undeniable. Buddha turned to me, his presence as steady as the cycles of nature. Remember, Ananda, imperfection is the foundation of growth. I bowed deeply, gratitude flowing through me like the water in the pond. I will carry them with me. The Buddha smiled warmly. They felt the depth of his wisdom as they sat beside him. Remember, my disciples, Buddha said, his tone a blend of compassion and authority. Each breath is a chance to return to the present. I walked away from the pond, carrying the essence of his teachings in my heart. Imperfection felt like a doorway to freedom. Master, your teachings have shown me the beauty of the present and the futility of clinging to shadows. Buddha smiled gently, his approval evident. The path forward felt illuminated by their truth. The lotus flowers swayed gently in the evening breeze, embodying the grace of imperfection and the wisdom it inspires. They rose, their spirits lighter, their hearts filled with the wisdom Buddha had imparted to them. Under the eternal canopy of the Bodhi tree, his teachings transformed their lives. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.